All right, so this is going to be the last in my design to development series of the Generosity Roundtable. Not because I'm going to stop talking about how the game is evolving, but this particular series was about getting basically this into this into this. And we did it. So, what happened? We really started a lot of this process in earnest in December 2025. The idea had been percolating for a while, but generally, the real core concepts of the game, the key ideas, really didn't click in until December. So that's when I started in earnest playtesting and ideating and creating that, as well as trying to figure out in early January how are we going to pay for this. So first and foremost, I want to thank all of my supporters through this entire journey. We were able to raise over $25,000 to get the Generosity Roundtable developed. And so that could not have happened without you, with those folks, with everybody who liked, commented, shared ideas, had conversations with me. This was truly a community effort to get this going. Time, talent, and treasure, right? I had amazing help to make this happen. And that's where we're going to be going next. I'll talk about that in a bit. But let's go over what we actually created. So the Generosity Roundtable, we were able to get the boxes, which may evolve in terms of the vendor or even the format, but this is what we have for the pilot edition. We were able to make the cards. We were able to make the zines. That was a really exciting evolution in the process. So ultimately, heck, this is to the extent of how well we did. I did the embossing vision where I can even have the certification of the game materials, right? So we had no compromises in our creative vision here, and that is what is really exciting. So what did we do with that? Where have we gone? So like from a where have we gone and where are we standpoint, one, I've traveled a lot. I've started to show this to people, and I've played the game in so many different places, right? Like we were able to play it at a museum. We were able to play it by a poolside. We were able to play it in bars and karaoke places and different restaurants and outside, all of these different places. And that's where I'm excited to activate and support our growing host network. We're already established in cities across the United States, cities and towns, right? I think that this is something that, especially given the analog nature, the fact that I just need an address in order to connect with my community in a really meaningful and impactful way that's going to get them excited, this can go to everywhere. And I think that's important, right? That's why I've been explicit on I want to work with people in Alaska and North Dakota and West Virginia, right? Like these are important things. So we've also started to create the supporting materials and the next stage, and I'm going to talk about roadmap in my next section on where we're going, and what's next. But generally, I'm going to be refocusing where YouTube is going, where content is going to go, right? It might have seemed a little all over the place. I loved doing the videos where I'm playing myself to teach the game, and I don't want to lose that, but I want to also create things that are maybe really focused on specific questions that my hosts and players have. So that's number one. The second one that's been really exciting is, besides the fact that I've been able to play it physically, is that we figured out a lot of the mechanics on how to bring this to a lot of people at one time. And so I'm working on 2 collaborative campaigns. So the one that I've already announced is the Nonprofit Social Media Summit campaign, and that is going to take us basically from May 14th all the way to November 18th. through my partnership with Julia Campbell. Can't wait to work with her. She's been so critical and a great supportive partner from day one of this entire initiative. But then also really excited to work with Bloomerang on bringing this to a lot of other people. And don't be surprised if we have some other surprises along the way. I'm working on my second campaign that's going to be related to Giving Tuesday. More to come on that, but expect something on June 23rd, both in person and virtual, to celebrate Together Tuesday. So what's next for the Generosity Roundtable and the Generosity Spectrum overall? Well, the ultimate vision is that we're trying to create something that just grows participation. That's what the Fundraising Effectiveness Project has taught us, is that people just don't feel that they can participate in generosity. And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that everybody has a seat at the table. And so that's what this game's ultimate vision is. And so I want to be able to focus this full time and grow that and empower my community to bring it to their communities and to make sure that they can leave seats at the table for everybody who wants to be involved. But that's going to come in a lot of different forms, right? So I'm going to be developing over the next few weeks, after a listening process, working with my hosts that are currently here, people who are interested in becoming hosts. Not everybody wants to do big public events. And not everybody necessarily wants to be actively playing the game, but they want to participate and contribute in different ways. I'm going to need subject matter experts. I'm going to need people to help really hone different mechanics or think about different ways that we can implement this in really innovative and engaging possibilities. So I have surveys that I'm going to be putting out to my host network or people who are interested in being hosts. It could be simply somebody who wants this for their own work at their own organization. They're not going to share it, externally. They just want to focus on their board. Great. What can we do for you? Versus the fact that I just came back from Giving Tuesday's communities meeting. And there was people who were very interested in bringing this to tons of nonprofits. What does that look like? What does it look like to grow a corporate partnership where this could even start to extend into things like technology implementation outright? Again, the game is a reason to gather. It is a yes-and tool that ultimately is going to help decrease risk. It's going to help grow money. It's going to make people feel more confident and get more aligned more quickly. These are some really clear values that are coming out of the research that we've been doing to make this game happen. But I want to support that more. I want to establish funds to make sure that people can have different events in different communities. So ultimately, I want to hear from you. And so that's the next phase in the next few weeks. I will tell you right now, we will debut the next path for the Generosity Roundtable in July, early July, probably July 7th is what we're looking at. And so that's our next kind of sprint. It's a research and development and listening tour. So I'm going to give a few different opportunities, but put in the comments, where do you want to see this go? What do you want to have this do for you? And let's make it happen. This has only happened because of community. It has only happened because of people that really believe that we need a different way to get people engaged and participating in generosity. Our vision is that every table has a seat at it for generosity. I can't wait to hear how we can make that happen in your own community. Please let me know in the comments. Go to generosityspectrum.org and sign up for our new email newsletter. And let's make this happen. Can't wait to tell you what's next.